So right now, Bitcoin is not doing as well as you would expect. If you look at the market, you can see that it's at 29,344 euros, but it's dropped drastically over the last 24 hours. I guess you could say that the market is basically crashing. The 24-hour low was 34,000, 24-hour high was 34,000, and the 24-hour low is 28,000. So that kind of gives you a good indication of where the market is going. I think it's still on a downward trend, but there has to be a bottom. Not really sure what the bottom is. Let's transfer it to dollars so you guys can see better. But so 24-hour high of 42,000, and the low is 35,300. So it's nearing its low. So that means that it's not going to space out exactly when you expect it to. So it could go lower than 35,313. It could like literally go below its lowest low of the last 24 hours. But Ethereum has somewhat recovered, not really. I usually use euros to see how it's doing, but it's 1.9k. So in a way, this is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because you can never know when the dump is over. Like people were speculating that the dump was going to be over when Bitcoin stabilized at 30 something thousand, so at 32,000 or 37,000. It was stable for a while, but then it dumped again. So I mean, I can't really say it's a good time to invest now because I don't know because I don't know where the base is and I don't know how much it's going to level out once it reaches the lowest it can go. Bitcoin, that is. So, I mean, some people are telling me that the base is $25,000. So that's another 10k off the market, which would have significant disadvantages for the market cap. Significant consequences for the market cap. So it's looking interesting right now. I mean, yeah, typically the best time to buy would be when the market is falling drastically as it is. But I think exercising caution here is probably the best option because with the market this volatile, you never know when it's going to stabilize and then just go all the way down to the ground. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin reaches 30,000 and goes down. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin decreases to 30,000, all the way to 30,000, and just continues a downward trend or possibly stabilizes at 20k. That's possible. Anything is possible at this point, guys. Like it's 56,000 and 61,000, and then it drops all the way down to half the price almost. So 50% loss over what? A month? Just a month. 1 month, and it loses half its value. Swoosh, just like that. Whole month. Yikes! I mean, it's close to half, but it looks like it is going to be half because it's following a downward trend. So yeah, I mean, Binance seems like a good coin to invest in. Even now, I think it would be a great coin to invest in. But yeah, I mean, sometimes you shouldn't do that. You should wait. Unless you bought the value of Binance when it was relatively low, at like 230 earlier this year, you're going to continue seeing a significant drop of value here from Binance. So yeah, it's still not a good time to buy because you're going to be having a big problem. But if you did buy when it was as highest, your only option is to really hold on to that capital so that you can make your money back later on when it jumps when it has a pump. So right now a lot of people should be having diamond hands, but even if you have diamond hands and you try to be very you believe in the market too much, sometimes you should take your money out. Panic selling, sometimes is a good strategy. It's never a good strategy actually because you should never have invested in when you did invest. But that's besides the point. A lot of people are saying on these posts that where's the crypto post? But a lot of people are saying on Ethereum Classic. Okay, let me find the Ethereum Classic. I actually invested in this. Ooh, it goes up. I invested around 50 when it was $51. So I've made quite a bit right now. I'm up 20. I'm up 20. I'm up 20 right now, so I'm not doing badly. Ethereum Classic is up. Down 20 on Binance, which is whatever. But I'm definitely up big time on ETC, Ethereum Classic. I bought pretty low, like the order history is pretty low. So, yeah. Anyways, what was the community saying about Ethereum Classic? The Ethereum Classic community was pretty skeptical as usual, but they say that people are saying that it's not good. Steve Madden, yeah. Comprehensive analysis, you're getting fucked. What does that mean? Yeah, I mean, people are saying crypto's not a stock, and maybe might not be a trusted ID. Holding a few ETC long term, potentially looking to buy more. The price is low. Is it worth it? What is the potential ATH price, all time high price Ethereum Classic can go in a few years? Or is it better to invest in lower price crypto? Now I'm getting out of crypto. It's severely volatile. It's not worth it anymore. It's not wise to invest into something where a single tweak can liquidate almost $1 trillion off the table. Crypto is in a free fall to death. My wallet has gone from $115,000 steady to $48,000 in 3 days. Now the government is going to figure out how to regulate it or restrict it. On top of the climate argument surrounding mining, I guess buy the dips if you want, but we are on the decline for the foreseeable future. Buying the dips is a smart move. Just because you made a big loss doesn't mean everyone else is gonna make a huge loss also. So this guy is really being salty. I mean, yeah, buying dips is something that you should do. Do what you want on what's best for you. Buying the dips on something that can fluctuate hundreds of thousands of percent a day is not an investment, it's gambling. Stocks that pay dividends are investments. Buying physical gold, silver, guns, ammo, property, those are investments. Crypto is pure speculation about all the NPCs and new experienced traders look new inexperienced traders look to popular social media figures to tell them what to do or buy next. But I'm not doing that. I mean, no one's really doing that. I mean, typically you go on Ethereum Classic, for example, you read the white paper or the source code. You look at the source code, you check it out, and you see what are the uses of Ethereum Classic. There you go. Ethereum Classic is a decentralized blockchain-based open source computing platform as well as a cryptocurrency. It allows developers to build and deploy smart contracts, autonomous self-executing code blocks that trigger certain actions based on predefined conditions. So it's using if statements and else statements and then filtering out the wrong problems, giving an else statement for that and saying whatever, like just filtering out the responses and looking for predefined conditions to trigger something. So they're like conditionals, basically conditionals. So they do have a use case behind them, and yeah, I think it's a good investment, even though a lot of people are saying, "Oh, cryptos is very volatile." Yes, it is very volatile, but the reason why we are investing is because of the volatility. We're not investing into a stock that's going to take 10 years for it to rise 10%. Yeah, for sure, I would say cryptocurrency is closer to gambling than than stocks, for example. Stocks, they're not very decentralized, so the price is regulated by the market. The price is regulated by a set number of people, I think, and it's different to cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrency does not have a single entity controlling it. It's very decentralized, so it's gonna have a lot more volatility than a regulated market. It's an unregulated market. Cryptocurrency is unregulated. They are unregulated. But yeah, I mean, that's basically it. Typically, you want to buy the dips when you see that it's going down for a substantial amount of time. But you should still wait until the smoke clears and the number starts to go up, then down, because you want to buy at the beginning of you want to sell at the beginning of a pump. Yeah, at the beginning of a pump, you want to wait for the pump to increase. Yeah, just keep your eye on the market and how it's developing, and make your best choice considering the research you've done, the community posts you've read, white paper you've researched, and your experience and how you feel about actually using the knowledge of crypto